Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's RTC TV4 coverage as the Lady Comets play host to the Pioneer Lady Panthers. I'm Blair Zimmerman, being joined up here at the broadcast table by Gavin Hickle. Good to have you back, Gav.
Yeah, it's good to be back. I hate having to skip this, to go work at Subway. But
hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You missed out on a really great game Saturday.
I heard.
So I'm hoping we have an equally exciting game tonight. I know that the end of the JV game came down to 1 point, and it was a really great second half. I didn't get to watch much of the first half, but what I saw the second was really exciting basketball. So hopefully the Varsity Lady Comets are on their A game. I talked to Coach Helmick yesterday, and in cross country, when we have a lot of back-to-back kind of games, or not games but meets, it gets difficult because the body needs a certain amount of recovery time. You know that from wrestling, from football, from lifting. Yeah. And well, with cross country, anytime somebody's running or any kind of performance, and you're in track, so you never get the kind of effort level out of a practice that you do out of an event. Yeah. That adrenaline kicks in, it changes things.
I mean, none of these schools around here are 6A schools where they got about 12 different, teams.
Right. So what it comes down to then for cross country is if we would have a meet on a Tuesday and a meet on a Thursday, which once upon a time our opening week of the varsity schedule did look like that, we typically would have nothing. We'd stretch on Wednesday, and that would be it because the body needed that recovery time.
Right.
So I asked Coach Helmick, I said, is basketball like that? And he said, well, honestly, especially this one because they had Sunday off, so and then yesterday they had a regular practice. He said the problem is that you lose that scouting time. We have to choose between having practice or watching film. Right. Because there's just not enough hours for that. And I said, well, that makes good sense. So, of course, the Lady Comets playing tonight. Playing on Thursday. We're broadcasting that one. And then Saturday, they are away in the afternoon. So
who do they play Saturday?
I think they said they're going down to Anderson. I won't swear to anything because I know Saturday evening we are covering the boys varsity game here. So Lady Comets just having a busy week. So hopefully they can stay focused and just bring their A game to every one of those matchups. And speaking of the matchup, I was looking it up before we came on air. Pioneer sitting on a better record at this point in the season. They're 5-3. Lady Comets are 3-5 as of Saturday. And the John Harrell Stats has projected the Lady Panthers to win tonight by 3. So relatively close game. And that's a game that could go either way, honestly. But last year at this time, this same matchup, Pioneer had a very convincing win, 49-27. So over the last 15 years, though, the Lady Comets have won this matchup 16 times to Pioneer's 14. So here's hoping we can make it 17-14 after tonight.
So over the last 15 years, they've won 16 times.
Wait a minute. This says series last 15 years. I'm reading this right off John Harrell Stats. If somebody wants to go check me. Gavin, you can see this right here on the screen.
I can't read.
Well, fair enough. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for concussions.
Huh. That's weird.
That's a really good point. I don't see how in 15 years we can have 30 matchups. Well, anybody joining us for the first time now understands that Zimmerman is always a moron on air.
That or we're looking at it. That or we're looking at it wrong.
Okay. Anyway.
Someone out there is probably, you guys are stupid, which is fair. It's fair.
I'm sure there's a lot of people out there thinking that. I'm really surprised nobody has gone on to Caston's website to get my email address to just tell me what kind of a bonehead I am. Anyway.
I'll do that.
So we are, if you're looking at the clock, you'll see we are a minute past scheduled tip-off. The junior varsity game ran a little bit long, so we've got 5.5 minutes remaining until opening tip tonight, and we can get this matchup underway. Here's hoping that we do not have 3 Lady Comets foul out by the end of the fourth tonight, especially if we go into overtime.
I feel like this is going to be a bit of a heated matchup.
It could be.
I'm just getting the vibe. I may be wrong. I'm just getting this vibe.
There's a possibility of that. I mean, Pioneer, and this is kind of a local rivalry. Absolutely in the realm of football, Pioneer's
we'll call it a rivalry.
Well, it's a rivalry because we're neighbors, but it's obviously
dominating. I play on the football team. I know what it's like. People are like, yeah, we're rivals with Pioneer. I'm like, no. No, we are not rivals with Pioneer.
Did you watch any of that state game?
I did. I watched most of it.
That was disgusting.
It was ridiculous.
What kind of a state game is a shutout?
History-making one.
I mean, that's just, I don't know. What amazed me, though, is help me out with their opponent.
North Vermilion.
Yeah, North Vermilion. And did you look at their enrollment stats?
Good.
They're kind of our size.
Really?
Yeah, I looked at that and I said, no. Yeah, just a few hundred students.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. Evidently, their school hasn't ever heard of soccer.
Yeah, I mean, I thought North Vermilion's quarterback had more rushing stats than throwing stats. I mean, that's the same way it was for our quarterback because we couldn't throw anything at all.
Well, in fairness, number one, we lost our quarterback to move late in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that Hunter did a pretty good job,
mm-hmm.
but that's not his. That wasn't his position at the start of the summer. 2. With the fatigue level that we ran into, only having, people barely got a break because there was nobody to put in for them. The inexperience level and sometimes the size factor, our offensive line couldn't give Hunter more than just a few seconds in the pocket to make a pass happen.
Yeah.
I mean,
I remember having to stand back there and kind of sit there and wait for the inevitable, someone coming up. But the bad thing was there'd be like way more than usual, or I'd just plain out get trucked. I'd just be standing there, someone comes through, I'm like, yeah, I'll hold my ground and just get ran over.
So, anyway, yeah. Pioneer, a very athletic student body. I mean,
No, I mean, a lot of their best kids all happen to come through at one time,
absolutely.
Set up for
absolutely. Of course,
really good football team.
They've set up to be a football dynasty. They're a good basketball school. They're good at track. I don't pay any attention to baseball, so I'm not sure if they're any good at baseball, but they've just got a lot of athletic kids, too.
Hi, we're good at cross country.
Yes. I'm kind of proud of that fact. I feel like, no, I was gifted a very good cross country team, so a lot of talent there. Well, under 2 minutes now. We've wasted a lot of time.
Yeah, I was about to say, here we are at a basketball game talking about football.
And cross country. Well, we start out talking about Pioneer, and you don't talk about Pioneer without talking football.
Yeah.
So
let's
let's just
softball though.
Yeah, I don't watch.
Oh, they won state in softball too.
Oh, okay.
Not this year. I mean, we're gonna see if that's gonna happen again this year. But yeah.
Gotcha.
I remember watching the game at my work.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, enough about Pioneer. What do you say that we give the fans at home an opportunity to meet our ladies before we get a chance to watch them play?
All right, sounds good.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your varsity lady comments.
Allie Weezy, number 24, senior, post.
Emily Holt, number 11, junior guard. Sophie Jellison, 21, junior forward.
Jasmine Rudisel, number 4, junior, guard.
Lane Oliver, 15, sophomore forward.
Jordan Klinger, number 35, sophomore, post.
Olivia Boldry, number 13, sophomore and a forward.
I'm Brianna Hubenthal, number 12 and sophomore guard.
My name is Aubrey Degg. I am number 3 and I'm a junior guard. You're watching RTC TV4.
Thank you.
And of course, that sign off there in that promo video by RTC4's own Aubrey Degg, so she'll be playing tonight. Well, 20 seconds. We'll have the national anthem and some starting lineups.
The more I think about it, all these people, the people at home watching, you know, the other people that get to talk and stuff, because I'm not very consistent with showing up. It's just, you know, work gets in the way, or.
All right.
Hey, that's okay.
Oof. And there's Gavin's headset going to the floor.
Rise, remove your hats, and join in as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem.
All right, and singing our national anthem tonight is Sarah Kistler.
Sarah Kistler.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets would go, the bombs bursting out, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That was a really nice rendition of the anthem.
It was.
Tonight's varsity contest between the visitors, the Pioneer Lady Panthers, and the home team.
You know what's probably going to happen again?
What's that?
Me stepping on the cord to my headphones and them being pulled off. Like it happened a second ago. I can just feel it happening again. So.
Fresh Hour.
All right, starting lineups for Pioneer. Number 11, Tia Frushauer. Number 15, Madeline Parsley.
A sophomore, number 22.
Number 22, Olivia Brooke.
A senior, number 25, McKenna.
Number 25, McKenna Landis.
And a freshman, number 30, Haley.
And number 30, Haley Kripe.
Pioneer coached by Jeff.
A freshman on the starting lineup. That's pretty cool for
That's
her.
how it be sometimes. I mean, sometimes they're, you know, skill doesn't always depend on age.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, there's some people that have been playing it since they were like 5. I mean,
That's
they're just
true.
good.
And for the Commons, number 3, Aubrey Degg, a.k.a. Bob.
Aubrey.
Number 4, Jasmine Rudisel.
A junior, number 11.
Number 11, Emily Holt.
A sophomore, number 12.
Number 12, Brianna Hubenthal.
And a junior, number 21.
Number 21, Sophie Jellison. You know, speaking of freshmen who got varsity start time, actually Brianna Hubenthal was starting varsity last year, so.
Well, she's starting varsity now, didn't she? I can't remember if they called her name or not. I got short-term memory loss. What are we talking about?
But and we have some freshmen on both programs, guys and girls, who are seeing varsity playtime, right? We don't have any freshmen starting, but I wouldn't swear that that won't change by the end of the year either. All right. Well, once again, I'm going to attempt to keep stats while watching the game and talking about it.
Oh boy.
And I struggled to walk and chew bubble gum at the same time. So Well, this is surprising. Emily Holt going out for in center position for us tonight. And of course, Allie Weezy on that injured ankle, and Pioneer gets that opening tip. But I'm surprised to see not to see Jordan Klingler out there. All right, Pioneer with a three-pointer. It's off the mark. That was number 25, McKenna Landis.
Are you keeping rebounds?
No, that doesn't work well. I struggle to keep shots and misses, okay? Aubrey passes it to the corner to Jasmine Rudisell. Back up to the volleyball line to Emily Holt. Holt gonna dribble around. She's looking for the open play. Skips it over to Jellison. Jellison in double coverage. Tries to pass and it's steal. And, oh, that's a hard foul there by Brianna Hubenthal as Tia Freshour was going up for the shot. So that will be obviously Hubenthal's first, team first, and that dubious honor of game first. And we'll send Freshour to the line for two. Shots up and gets the bounce. Second shot underway. Off the back of the rim, and Rudisell with that rebound. Holt taking it across the timeline. Nice screen set there by Degg. Holt in double coverage. Passes off to Jellison. They're having trouble with these passes. Holt going baseline. She puts up the shot way too hard.
Oh, she stole it back.
Nicely done. She's going to drive down into the paint. Puts it up off the mark again.
Like I said, this looks like a heated matchup.
I imagine it will be.
I mean,
again, whether or
or
not we're considered actual rivals for anything, we're neighbors, and so that's going to automatically make a competition.
I too fight with my neighbor.
Hubenthal tipping the ball out of bounds. Ball in play up to Freshour. Freshour to the top of the key. She's going to send it up to Landis. Ball moving around. It's back to Freshour. She's going to take a jumper from the high elbow, and it's no good.
Rebound by Sophie Jellison.
Lady Comets doing well with the rebounds tonight. Aubrey Degg now at the volleyball line. She's going to send it back to Holt. Holt down to Hubenthal, who's going to take three. It's on the money.
They give her 2 or 3 for that.
That was a long two. Right on that line then. As I look down to circle, did you see who made that shot? Do what?
Wait, for 30. Oh,
thank you.
Yeah,
Kripe for 2 for Pioneer.
You gotta be specific.
The one that I missed, Gavin.
I'm low intelligence.
All right, hold at the line for 2. Foul was there on number 30, Emily Kripe, her first. Shots up, and that's perfect.
Swish.
Holt now sending the second one up. Followed right after the first. And that gives the Comets a lead. Pioneer, you got Freshour passing it back out to number 22, Brooke. Brooke sends it down to Kripe. Kripe sends it down to the post to number 15, Madeline Parsley, who puts it in for 2. Pioneer now playing a full court press. Holt going to take the ball down, pass it to Jellison across the timeline, and turned over. And we've got number 25, that's Landis, going up for a layup off the mark. Degg looking for the inbound. Sends it into Holt. Holt driving along the sideline. Nice screen set by Hubenthal. And we've got a foul called there, I believe, on Parsley.
I always hate that sound when people fall on the floor.
Yeah, the sound of skin staying on the hardwood.
First up.
Ball inbounds to Jasmine Rudisell. Rudisell back to Holt. Holt's going to send it down to the post, and then Jellison couldn't quite grab that pass. Frushauer dribbles it down, goes to plant and pivot, and kicks it out of bounds herself.
They're not on a full court press.
Yeah, they've backed their press off. I guess they were seeing that the Lady Comets were being pretty good at breaking the press. There was no sense of keeping it up. Daig under double coverage now. She's in trouble. Back at the volleyball line, passes off to Holt. Holt under double coverage. Into Jellison at the baseline. She draws the foul again off of number 15. That'll be her second. Pioneer going to substitute in Blickenstaff for Parsley. Jellison looking for the inbound, sends it to Hubenthal. Up to Holt. Holt going to drive to the paint under heavy contention. Shots off the mark.
Oh, man. Dude, that's all I'm going to be saying. I've already said that like 4 times around. Just like, oh, man. Oh, man.
Daig has it up at the volleyball line, dishes it over to Holt. Holt down to Jasmine and Rudisol in the corner. Back up to Holt. Down to the post. Jellison putting it in for 2. I thought she was going to lose that. I'm going to be honest, Gab.
She just threw it up there and right in it went. There
How
were like
many
2 people around her, too.
How many steps are they going to give her? That was number 25, McKenna Landis. And
2 steps and a hop, 2 claps and rip.
it looked like she was doing football jukes, Gab.
I'm sorry, football what?
Jukes. Jukes where you juke around the defense?
Yeah, don't do that.
All right, we got Jordan Klingler in. Ball in to number 25, who fires it off for 3 off the mark. It's a second 3-point miss for Landis. And we're going to have a jump ball there. Blickenstaff got the rebound on that, put it back up for 2, and it was off the mark. Tied up for a jump ball, so Lady Comets are going to take possession now. Ball into Emily Holt. Pioneer once again running a full court press. Hubenthal cross court to Holt. She's going to have to get it over the timeline. There she goes. Tries a lob pass to Daig, and it's off the money. And we've got Landis going to take it in and lay it up for 2. Nice passing game being played there by.
They need to, I mean, these high passes that they're giving.
No, they're
Pioneer girls, they're just so tall, and they're just grabbing them.
Yeah, and those floater passes are always just dangerous there. We had a foul called here. It's on Aubrey Daig. That's her first, team second. Lady Panthers sending it in. Oh, number 30 wide open for a 3, and she swishes it. That's Haley Kripe for 3. And a steal by the Panthers. Lady Panthers sending it down to the low post. Frushauer taking it back out. She's going to give it to 25. Sends it back out to Frushauer for another 3. And, oh no.
There they go with the full court press.
Well, there we go with the timeout. So we're going to step away for this word from our sponsors. You're watching Lady Comets basketball on RTC TV4.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Nutrien Ag Solutions is the world's largest ag input retailer, offering all of your crop input needs. Stop by our location just east of downtown Fulton or give us a call anytime. Online at nutrienagsolutions.com. Enjoy the game with an ice-cold Coke. Locally owned and operated since 1907, Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo proudly supports 28 high schools in north central Indiana. Our starting lineup of brands are sure to keep you hydrated on the sidelines and at home. Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo. Please support our local sponsors.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. What you missed in the end of that.
Knocked out of bounds by
Hubenthal. Lady Comets had the inbound, and we had a probably an 8-foot jumper by Hubenthal. It was just off the mark. Lady Panthers recovering that. And as we came back, we saw Brandon Hubenthal swatted out of bounds, and now the ball's back in play. It's over to number 21. Blickenstaff sends it over to Frushauer. Up for 2 off the money. And we had a travel.
There I go, coughing again.
Lady Panthers backed off the full court press. Degg bringing it up to the timeline. She's looking for a move across half court. There she makes it. She dishes it down to Hubenthal. I think that was a long two. It was on the money, and it was a long two. 2 more for Hubenthal. Solid passes by the Lady Panthers. Over to number 20, Walker. 22, Brooke sends it over to Landis. Sends it down to the post to Blickenstaff, who's off the mark. And the Lady Comets get the rebound. Degg across the timeline. Under double coverage, needing help. Dishes it down to Klingler. Klingler's going to dribble, send it across the opposite post to Hubenthal. Puts it up for 2, off the mark.
Klingler getting fouled there.
Yeah, she got fouled pretty hard.
Yeah, there were 2 people on just chop.
Foul there was on. Come on, update the scoreboard. Number 25, McKenna Landis. That's her first. First shot by Klingler off the mark. She just needs to get it dialed in. She's usually a high percentage free throw shooter. Lady Panthers really tearing up the fouls, already putting 5 on the board.
I mean, I got predictions that this game is just going to get rougher as it goes.
Oh, I imagine you're right. Second shot up off the close side of the rim.
Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Let's be real here.
And we had a double dribble. Lady Panthers going to turn it back over to the Lady Comets. Ball inbounds to Aubrey Degg in the backcourt. She comes across the timeline, sends it back over to Holt. Holt at the volleyball line. Dribbles down towards the corner, tries to dish it into Klingler at the baseline. Klingler does get it, but she's going to travel.
I thought that was on the same pivot foot. I'll be honest there.
4-point game with 1.5 minutes left in the first. Fresh hour across timeline. She's looking to set up her play just behind the volleyball line. She's going to send it over to Kripe. Kripe fakes the 3. Sends it down to Freshour behind the 3-point line. Freshour going to drive baseline. Tries to dish it to the post, and a steal by Hubenthal. Hubenthal watching out. Freshour trying to come from back behind and swipe it from her. Sends it over to Holt. Holt with a jumper from the high post. It's off the mark.
Ran up there, threw it up there. I feel like she needs to take just a little bit more time with those.
Yeah, Holt's on a real scoring drought right now. Shot off the mark by number 22, Olivia Brooke. Put back by number 21, Blickenstaff, and it was good. And she'll go to the line for the end-one attempt. Foul was on Hubenthal. That's her second. Shots up and good. Stretching it to a 7-point lead and with under 60 seconds left in the first. Holt with a little lackadaisical pass over to Degg. Degg at the volleyball line. Dishes down to Hubenthal behind the 3-point line.
Long pass.
Hubenthal in triple coverage now. Sends it over to Degg. Degg manages to get a hold of it. I thought she traveled. Ref didn't agree. Over to Jellison at the top of the key. To Holt in the corner. She's going to drive baseline. Too much on it. Klingler with the rebound. Puts it up and in. Holt now 0 for 5. She's on a serious scoring drought.
Student section just recognized me.
Freshour at the volleyball line. Sending it down to Blickenstaff. Blickenstaff into the post to Freshour, who puts it in for 2. 7-point game. Long ball off the mark. Holt just bombed that in. She phoned that in from like the next county over. All right. Well, between quarters, we're going to take this break. We're going to hear from one of our sponsors.
Halftime?
Between quarters. All right, you're watching RTC TV4.
At Co-Alliance, we understand the importance of community. After all, we've been farmer-owned since the 1920s. And now that we're a part of your community, we want to become your total agronomy solutions provider. Co-Alliance offers the latest in ag technology for your operation. From field scouting and fertilizers to premium seed and precision agriculture, we can help take your operation to the next level. Put the resources of your local cooperative to work. Contact Co-Alliance today.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are joining us now for second quarter action as the Lady Comets host the Pioneer Lady Panthers. If you look at the scoreboard, first quarter definitely belonged to Pioneer. They came out of it with a 7-point lead. That said, they also lead in fouls. And a big part, honestly, was Emily Holt's scoring drought. 0 for 6 attempts from the field goal range. She did sink 2 free throws, though.
Has she shot any threes yet?
Besides that buzzer beater, how many steps are they going to give her? Landis just took 6 steps, went down to Blickenstaff, and then we have another foul there on Brandon Humenthal. That's already her 3rd. Wait, they say 2nd. No, there it is. Just updated. I was like, I know that's not right. So when you got 3 fouls at the beginning of the second quarter, that's definitely called foul trouble. Ball into number 20. She puts it up off the mark.
Fumbled around there.
And
Jellison grabs it.
Yeah.
Aubrey Day. Going to take it up the court past the timeline. Send it. Just going to send it.
And we are out of bounds.
Attempt to keep it in bounds. It was futile.
I had that. Yeah, never mind. Sorry. Stat sheet confused me, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Into the hands of Walker. Walker back out to Landis.
3 ball.
3 ball
No
off
good.
the mark. That was a 3 by Landis. She's 0 for 3 tonight from 3-point land. Going to kick it over to Walker. Walker going into the paint. She's going to send it back out to the 3-point territory. And nice passing game being played now. It's in the hands of Blickenstaff in the baseline. And we've got a travel. You can only pivot on 1 foot. All right, Pioneer. Double coverage on that heavy full court press against Degg. She's going into triple coverage. She sends it down to an open lane Oliver.
That pass was a little dangerous.
And a bad pass from Oliver in an attempt to get it to Jellison. With Degg under triple coverage, I feel like she should have turned and went. But again, we are a little higher above the action. It's a lot easier to see from up here. Landis across the timeline. Gonna send it. She tried to send it down to Kripe.
Knocked out by Holt.
No, I don't think it was. Holt tried to, or one of our ladies tried to swat at it, never touched it, went under her arm. So it's now Lady Comets possession. Holt across the timeline in triple coverage. She got tripped. That was a foul on number 21, Blickenstaff. That'll be her first. Team 6th. I missed somewhere along the way, but whatever. That's why these are not official stats up here. Degg at the volleyball line. Driving into the paint, loses the dribble, and just sends it right down into the defense. And a nice layup there by Landis. Puts that in for 2. Holt across the timeline. She's going to take it down into the paint, puts it in. Just a little too hard. Klingler with the rebound, puts it back up for 2.
See a little spin move.
That was pretty nice. All right, dish down number 30. We're going to send it up 25 to 22. I should be looking at the names, but I can't. Then 2-point bucket by Kripe.
Left and right. I don't think it's been on one side for that long.
No, but
time.
definite point advantage being opened up by Pioneer. Down into the hands of Oliver. Oliver driving along the baseline. Tries to send it into Klingler and ends up wrapped up there between Klingler and Walker in a jump ball. Lady Comets keeping possession. Holt looking for the inbound, sends it into Oliver, who puts it in for 2. Well, I don't know what that was. Don't touch it. Oh, or do touch it. Shot attempt there by Haley Kripe. I did. I thought it was going out. And I thought, but Klingler knew where she was and grabbed the ball, saved it. Sent it over to Degg, sent it to Holt, who tried to send it back down to the post and got intercepted. And there's number 25, McKenna Landis, with another layup.
You know, Caston's really got to work on hanging on to that ball.
Oh, yeah.
They're just going down there and putting up points.
Absolutely, and we've got to get this across the timeline or we're going to lose it.
Yeah.
There's a nice pass into the corner to Lane Oliver. Lane Oliver in heavy coverage. She's going to send it to Jellison, who tries to put it up and gets swatted. Jellison will go to the line for 2. Foul was on number 25, McKenna Landis. It's her second. Team 7th. So all of their defensive fouls are going to put the Lady Comets to the line for bonus shots. Jellison's first one is good.
Sunk it.
At the line for her second shot. Shots up. And doesn't get the lucky bounce on that. Fresh hour at the down at the free throw line before she passes it. Nice jump pass there. Holt getting a hand in on that. It's no good.
Bobbling it around.
Down to the post. And we've got a foul there. Blickenstaff goes up, drawing the foul from Klingler. Not Klingler, make that Oliver. That'll be her first. Blickenstaff, 2 from the line. First one's up and in. She's 2 for 2 from the line so far.
Oh, I forgot she had that in one.
Second shot up. Doesn't get the lucky bounce. And Klingler swats at it, couldn't get a hold of it. And then knocked out of bounds by Pioneer. I think that was out of bounds by number 22, Olivia Brooke. Ball in play.
She went to save it.
Yeah, she tried to. It didn't work. Lady Panthers pulling off that full court press. Holt and Degg passing it back and forth. Holt looking for the move. She's going to send it down to the low post. Elaine Oliver puts it up for 2.
Rolls right in.
I feel like that should have been a foul on that too, but refs don't agree with me.
They'll let her keep it.
Yeah, it should have been an and one attempt, yeah. All right, Fresh Hour sends it up to Walker. Get these ladies figured out before the end of the game. Kripe sends it back to Fresh Hour. Fresh Hour to Blickenstaff. Shot's no good, and Klingler with that rebound. Degg looking for her pass. She sends it down to Klingler at the low post.
Fighting for it there.
Fresh Hour going up. Degg doesn't get her feet planted. I'm surprised she didn't get called for the foul.
Oh, what a fantastic effort to save that.
Yeah.
Regardless if it went the other way, it was impressive.
Holt just putting too much on those layups. She's overshot every layup she's put up tonight.
She needs to relax. I mean, she is very capable of making all these points. We've seen her do it
absolutely.
So much.
I think she's putting a lot of pressure on herself. Blickenstaff up and no good.
Needs to rely on her skills, the skills she has. Very good ones.
All right, Holt dribbling down, tried to send it down to the post and gets swatted out of bounds by the Lady Panthers. And we have number 32, Emily Brooke, coming in for Madison Blickenstaff. We'll take a break. 3:14 left in the half. And inbounds to Holt. She tries to take a jumper from just behind the free throw line. It's off the mark. And the Lady Panthers with the rebound. Fresh Hour with a long 2. From top of the key, it's off the mark. And out of bounds on the Panthers. Sophie Jellison inbounding to Aubrey Day. Working across the timeline. Looks like the Lady Panthers have switched to a zone defense. Down to Lane Oliver in the corner. And a intercepted pass there.
Court press, not for Colt. Oh my God.
Pass across to Brooke. She'll send it to Fresh Hour at the 3-point line. Fakes a 3. About kicks it out of bounds. Degg on her like white on rice. She passes it off to Walker. Walker's going to dribble up to the free throw line, where she'll pass it back up to Fresh Hour. And we've got an open shooter at the 3-point line. Haley Kripe for an open 3 and just sinks it. 10-point game for the Lady Panthers now. Degg tries to send it over to Holt. Gets swatted out of bounds by Kripe. She could have gotten the second hand on it. That would have just been another turnover. These Lady Comets have to get better about these passes. Pass back to Jellison. Jellison over to Holt. Holt's going to dribble in towards the paint. She's going to take a jumper off the mark. And we're going to have an over-the-back foul on Lane Oliver. Be her second. Team sixth. Freshour taking her time getting across the timeline. At the volleyball line, she's going to send it over to Walker. Walker to Kripe. Kripe into Brooke. Brooke going to dribble down to the low post and bank it in.
Nice.
Beautiful two. Dag across the timeline. Over to Jellison at the volleyball line. Back to Dag. She's going to dribble down, send it to the top of the key to Jellison. She's going to step just inside the three-point line.
Just off.
Put it up for two, and it's off the mark. Walker to the top of the key for the Lady Panthers. Out to Kripe for another open three. Lady Comets have got to cover Haley Kripe. She's put 11 of those 32 points on the board, and 9 of them have been threes. Lane Oliver down in the corner, dribbles baseline and goes out off the foot of one of the Panthers. And we're going to have Jasmine Rudisell coming in for Emily Holt. Holt just on a ridiculous scoring drought tonight, Gavin. She is 0 for 9 field goals. Klingler with a little jumper, and it's in for 2.
Well, what's Klingler on her shots?
She is 3 for 4.
That's pretty good.
All right, Walker dribbling to the high post. She's going to send it out to Kripe, who's open again from the three-point line.
Need to cover her.
There's her first miss from the three-point line.
Dag running it back. Gonna
29 seconds left.
Jumper.
And it's good. Dag for 2. Her first shot attempt of the night. Freshour across the timeline. 17 seconds left in the half. Dag out for man-to-man coverage. They send it over to Brooke. Brooke up to Walker. Walker to Freshour.
Think they're going to
6
try
seconds.
to hang on to it, or nope, they're going for
Short
points.
jumper by Freshour off the mark, and we're going to have a jump ball.
At 0.8 seconds.
Believe this is Pioneers' possession. Believe I'm right. All right.
You're left.
Ball in. It's into Walker, and no shot. And that is the end of the first half, ladies and gentlemen.
Exciting, rough, pretty high scoring so far.
Well, yeah, really, 32-21 first half is pretty high scoring for a high school game. So we're going to step away for a few words from our sponsors, and I'll try to get some stats put together. And we will be right back after these messages. You're watching RTC TV4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout North Central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank, online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
There's been a lot of talk lately about net neutrality. At RTC, our customers receive the full and open internet, and nothing less. We are not the gatekeeper, toll operator, or curator. A free and open internet has been the single biggest driver of innovation over the last generation, and we want that engine of innovation to live on in our customers. If you ever have a question about your internet service, give RTC a call. We are here for you.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Just under 8 minutes left to go in halftime, and I've got some unofficial stats for you, super unofficial. In fact, if we do the math, they might not even add up to the scores on the board, but it gives us an idea of what's going on. Lady Comets tonight, Emily Holt put up that long bomb buzzer beater at the end of the first. It's the only three-point attempt they've had, and she did not make that one. Lady Comets 9 for 23 from two-point field goals and 3 for 6 from the free throw line. So not even shooting 50% tonight, unfortunately. Emily Holt is currently 0 for 9 from two-point field goal range. She's going to have to start making those in order to make up. There's right now an 11-point deficit. On the other side of the board, Lady Panthers 3 for 7 from three-point range, 10 for 24 for two-point field goals, and 3 for 5 for free throws. So they've had more three-point looks, and that's a big part of their score advantage.
Yeah, I mean, what'd you say, Kripe? She's got 9 points out of 3 points.
Yeah, 3 for 4. Well, she's got all 3 of their three-pointers. That's 9 of the 11 points that they're leading right now. So turnovers, honestly, and again, I know I missed some. Anybody statting this at home will just call me out on this. But the obvious turnovers that I got marked, first quarter, Caston had 10, Pioneer had 8. Not a huge difference in turnovers. Second quarter, I have Caston has 7, Pioneer had 8. Pioneer's being consistent on their turnovers.
Yeah. They've also been causing, I mean, I know the other team causes the team's turnovers, but this is abnormal.
Right.
The amount of turnovers that they have caused Caston.
It's been really big for turnovers tonight. So, really, if we look at it, it's three-pointers. Three-pointers and, honestly, Emily Holt's scoring drought. So she needs to, I don't know what Coach Helmick's going to say to her in the locker room, but she definitely needs to slow down. I think, you mentioned it. She needs to slow down. She needs to play the game at her pace. She doesn't need to hurry her shots. She needs to use the skill she has. So, ladies and gentlemen, just under 5.5 minutes left here in halftime. Gavin and I are going to take a little bit of break and try to get something to drink and maybe have our voices ready here for the second half. We're going to mute the audio. You'll have some halftime shooting around action on your screen. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Stay tuned to RTC TV4. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you're back from getting your snacks. The halftime timer is under 10 seconds now. Lady Comets are going to open the second half with possession. We'll get this underway. Hopefully whatever happened in the locker room can help them with their shooting woes. Ball in play. Aubrey Degg across the timeline with it into that 2-2-1 zone. Down to the corner to Brianna Humenthal, who's in double Humenthal, and she turns it over.
They need to have someone close when they go do that for a scapegoat, because they've run into that multiple times.
See, but Pioneer's done a lot of that. We talked during halftime about turnovers being pretty equal. And Pioneer will snag the ball, they'll go down, and they'll have a silly turnover of their own at the other end. They have turned on the full court press. Emily Holt trying to figure out how she's going to get around it. She sends it over to Aubrey Degg, who sends it back. Sends it down to Brianna Humenthal, who's under double coverage and gets it stripped away. And we've got a shot attempt there by McKenna Landis off the mark. That's only her second 2-point miss of the night. McKenna Landis, that is. Aubrey Degg drawing the foul from number 11. Tia Freshour, that'll be her first, team first in the half. First foul of the half. Almost as dubious of an honor as first foul of the game. Degg faking a pass, sends it over to Jellison. Jellison tried to pass it back to Degg, who wasn't there anymore. Holt's going to drive in and get her first make of the night. Hopefully that stops that scoring drought and opens up the floodgates. Freshour down to Landis in the corner. She's going to send it inside of the post. And don't tell me that was Humenthal. We had a foul. Foul was on Humenthal. That's her fourth.
She's
in the opening minute of the third quarter. Foul was there on number 15, Madeline Parsley.
I feel like she's fairly reckless.
Humenthal? I think she might be frustrated. Parsley's first shot off the mark. Only her second shot of the evening. She had a 2-point make in the first half. Second shot up. Really flat, and nice rebound there by Jellison. Jellison at the volleyball line. She's going to send it to Humenthal. Down to Degg. I'm kind of surprised that Helmick hasn't pulled Humenthal out. Degg got to drive baseline. Dishes it over to Rudisell for a long two, and that's off the mark.
That was a long pass. Nobody was looking for it.
Ow. Did you see that hit going for that ball?
I watched
that
them hit each
hurt.
other and bounce sideways.
Kripe for three, off the mark.
Aubrey Degg's second time being on the floor.
She's just aggressive. Another 2 points there for McKenna Landis. She's just been down to that post and mopping up. She's actually got 8. She has 8 of the 34 points.
Now Pioneer's ball. Sophie Jellison went for the pass.
I think
okay.
Pioneer touched it last.
Scratch that.
Well, I just saw the ref point the other way. I was looking down, circling a number on my stat sheet. Bad pass there by Jellison, gets picked off. That's the 4th turnover for the Lady Comets already, with just over 2 minutes gone. And Kripe going to lay it in. 2 more. She's been an inside and an outside shooter tonight.
She's really versatile.
She has 11-13 of the Lady Panthers points, and another turnover here. Then we're going to have a travel. Lady Panthers turning it back over. Okay, I'm going to guess, since they've had 8 turnovers each quarter so far, that's 2 of their allowed 8. I don't know how that works. Coach gives them 8 each quarter to spend how they will. Holt looking how she's going to get it across the timeline. She's going to send it down to
Sophie
Jellison. She's like threaded a needle with that pass. Degg up at the free throw line. I feel like that hit arm, but what do I know? And a make there for number 21. Degg trying to figure out how she's going to get across the timeline. Sends it over to Holt. Holt tries to pass it and just gets picked off right in front of her by Kripe. Kripe's going to go up and lay it back in for 2.
Passes. I say that has to be the worst, the thing that has been affecting them the most. Is
absolutely.
They can't make these passes.
These passes have been picked off all night long by these Lady Panthers.
This Pioneer team has good defense.
Jellison for 2 off the mark and a Panther rebound. Driving into the paint, sends it back up to the top of the key to number 25. That's Landis. Landis to Kripe. Kripe down to the corner to Freshour. She's going to drive baseline, put it in, and it's good for 2.
I thought it was going to roll out.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to go in and out. Gravity and physics favored Miss Freshour that round. Degg to the corner to Hubenthal. She's going to fire off 3, and it's in. There's that 3 I thought she got in the first half. All right, Lady Panthers passing the ball around, trying to send it down to the post. Jealous got a hand on it, but it couldn't strip it. And there's Kripe for 2 more from the post.
I realized number 22, the Brooke girl, she has very powerful passes. I've seen this.
There's a lot of good clean passing been going on by the Lady Panthers. Long 2 there for Hubenthal. She's heating up. Freshour over to Landis. Landis dribbling up to the free throw line. She's going to send it back out to number 15, Parsley. Parsley to Kripe. Kripe down to Brooke. Brooke to Parsley. Parsley going to draw the foul off of Hubenthal. Oh, no, that was off of Jellison. He puts up a 2 and a 1, and I was like, nope, that's Hubenthal out of the game. She thought she was out of the game, too. Did you see her drop her head in that?
Yeah.
She thought that was on her.
She's like, oh, crap, there you go. But
that's it, I'm out. Parsley, shot's no good. And we're going to have some substitutions. Parsley now 0 for 3 from the free throw line.
He's left Brianna Hubenthal in. I guess he's just waiting for her to get her last foul.
I'm really surprised, but I figured, but she's gone on a shooting streak too.
Yeah.
And off the mark there, Hubenthal getting the ball. Across the timeline, she's driving into the paint. Nice stop. Oh, not a nice stop. She traveled on it.
I thought she got fouled.
I did too. These Lady Comets have to be getting frustrated right now, Gavin. All right, Freshour across the line, at the volleyball line. Over to Landis. Landis
behind the back pass, nice.
Picked off though.
Can be dangerous.
That was a shot attempt there by Landis. Turned it over. Jellison over to Degg. I thought that was going to get picked off down to Oliver in the corner. Oliver back over to Jellison, who puts it up, in and out, and Lady Panthers knocking it out of bounds. I thought that was going to rattle around and drop for Jellison. It just didn't go her way. Hubenthal for 3, off the mark. Degg with the rebound. Getting swatted away. Degg back across the line. She's going to take a jumper from just inside the free throw line. Couldn't quite nail that. And we've got a travel down here.
I'm about to say, that
Landis
looked like
Landis trying to
any sort of foul because she kind of bumped into them, and everybody had to stand straight
she's
up.
Gotten away with a couple of those where she's taken like 3 or 4 zigzagging steps in to get through the defenders, and they've given it to her. I think she's had about 3 that should have turned over that way tonight, and that's been the first one they've called. And Degg drawing that foul there, I believe off, number 11, Tia Freshour. That'll be her second. Team third, maybe. Maybe just team second. Ball into Jellison, out to Hubenthal for 3. And just too much on that one. Lady Panthers with that rebound.
Strong pass.
Open shot there by
I'd say she could have
Landis.
taken a little more time on that, to be totally honest.
Oh, yeah, she absolutely could have.
There was nobody there. She just could have.
and even stepped back and gotten into three-point territory. But I don't know how she is a three-point shooter. Nice pass into Oliver, just off the mark on that shot. And we've got a drive in there for Fresh Hour. It was in and out. Lady Comets with that rebound. Just been a fast-paced game tonight. Just over 90 seconds left in the third already. Over to Hubenthal. And Coach Helmut going to call a timeout. So we're going to step away for a word from our sponsors. Stay tuned. You're watching RTC TV4.
At Co-Alliance Propane, we treat our customers like neighbors because, well, that's what we are. When you trust Co-Alliance Propane as your seriously local propane provider, you're trusting a team of professionals who live, work, and watch the game from right across the county, not the country. A team that's close by and seriously dedicated to your safety and providing the best service possible. Find out more about Co-Alliance Propane's seriously local service and how you can get 50 gallons of propane free at coalliancepropane.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about the black screen there for a second. Some technical difficulties here. Waiting on the Lady Panthers to get back out on the floor. They currently have a commanding 44-28 lead over the Lady Comets with 1:29 left in the third. And it's just been a little bit more of the same. A lot of shots not falling the Lady Comets' way. That said, Lady Comets with 12 turnovers so far in the third against only 7 for the Lady Panthers. And I think the Lady Panthers only get one more because they've had 8 in the first 2 quarters.
Are any of the Lady Panthers in
foul trouble? No. No, we have Tia Freshour with 2 and McKenna Landis with 2. Everybody else is on 1 or none.
3.
Aubrey Degg back over to Jellison. Jellison to Hubenthal. Hubenthal in trouble out here. So she's going to send it out of bounds off of the defender's foot. Good play there. That's the only move she had. All right, ball into Hubenthal. She picks it up, sends it back out to Jellison for a long 2. She swishes that. Lady Panthers already across the half-court line, almost right behind the feet of the Lady Comets. We've got a long 2 there by number 24, Anna Parsley. Her first shot attempt of the night. It was good.
I haven't heard her name.
Nah, she's been a lot on defense, but not a lot for shooting. Hubenthal under heavy man-to-man coverage there. We're going to send the ball down to the post to Jordan Klingler, who put that in for 2 more. Freshour. She's going to drive in towards the post. It's up, and she gets the lucky bounce on that one.
She's been a little speed demon.
She has. She's been a really good ball handler tonight.
Very
she's
quick.
Put up a lot of 2s. We're sending it back to Degg. Degg over to Jellison. Jellison for a long 2, just off the mark. And a rebound by number 22, Olivia Brooke. Freshour, the volleyball line. Looks like she's just running down this third quarter a little bit. Over to Brooke. Brooke back up to Kripe. Kripe out to Freshour. Back into Brooke. Up, off the mark. And Lady Panther rebound. Had a shot attempt there by Freshour. That will end the third.
Back and forth.
A lot of back and forth, a lot of rebounds there by the Lady Panthers. All right, we're going to give them a quick break as we're going to take one of our own. Stay tuned. You're watching RTC TV4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching Lady Comets basketball on RTC TV4. I'm Blair Zimmerman. We've got Gavin Hickel also on the call tonight.
Hello, hello.
Going into the fourth quarter, Lady Panthers leading 48-32, and they'll start the fourth quarter with possession. Ball inbounds to Tia Freshour. Freshour at the volleyball line. She's going to send it over to Walker. Walker going to dribble across, send it up to Parsley. Parsley back to Freshour. Freshour fakes a three. Sends it back to Parsley. Down to the post. And how many steps are we going to give her?
Yeah, there we go. That looked like a walk.
Yeah, in a park. That was Blickenstaff with like 4 steps. Degg across the timeline to the volleyball line, sends it down to Hubenthal. Hubenthal manages to survive the remainder of that third quarter. She's going to send it across to Jellison. Jellison to the high post, sends it back out to Degg at the three-point line. And Degg going to draw the foul there from Haley Kripe. Believe that's her second. Yep. Relatively low fouling half. We're into Hubenthal. Hubenthal just gets it taken out of her hands. It's going to be a jump ball. Lady Comets will maintain possession. That was just, took it right out of her hands as she was dribbling.
There we go. I called it in my head. I was like, she's got to be precise on this pass.
Yeah, she was trying to thread the needle there, and it,
needle got stuck.
Yeah, the needle grabbed at that thread. That's what it was. Freshour across the timeline. She's going to send it down to Parsley. Parsley back to Freshour. Freshour up to Parsley at the top of the key. Back to Freshour. Over to Kripe just inside the three-point line. She's driving baseline. Passes it across the opposite post to 21. Blickenstaff. She attempts the two. It's no good. And the foul was on number 21, Sophie Jellison. We'll send Blickenstaff to the line for 2. She is 2 for 3 tonight from the free throw line. 2 for 4 tonight from the free throw line. Just off the front of the rim, though. That could have been a lucky bounce, and it wasn't. Second shot up. Swish that one. Nice arc on those shots. Degg with the ball. Across the timeline. Lady Panthers have pulled the press for now. Hubenthal for 3.
Here we are.
Off the money.
Yep.
And Jellison gets that rebound.
Has she sunk a 3 yet?
She has.
Okay. I was about to say, I don't know if all of hers were just long 2s. Because the first 2 were.
And there's Freshour with 2 more.
They got to watch that lane. Because, she can go up the lane with serious precision.
And Jellison tries to send it down to Klingler at the post. Off the mark. Freshour over to Parsley. Parsley in the paint. She's going to send it across to, that was Landis. She sends it to Parsley. Back to Landis. Back up to Parsley in the corner. She's going to take 3. Ooh. Off the money, and Jellison with that rebound. Parsley's first 3-point attempt of the night. Over to Hubenthal for 3. That wasn't off.
Here we are. 2 threes, 2 long 2s, unless I'm mistaken.
2 threes, 2 long 2s, and then she had an inside 2. And we had a shot attempt by Landis off the money. And timeout called by the Pioneer Panthers. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. You're watching Lady Comets basketball on RTC TV4.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Waiting on the Lady Comets to take to the court. 5:46 left in the game. Lady Panthers with a pretty commanding, pretty convincing 16-point lead. And ball in play to Tia Freshour. Oh, excuse me, that's not Tia Freshour, that's Mackenzie Walker. Now it's in the hands of Tia Freshour. Starts to drive to the lane, back to Walker. Walker out to Parsley. Parsley to Freshour. And she's going to take the long two off the mark and...
Fight for it down there.
Yeah. Jellison comes up with that rebound. About gets tripped up at the sideline. She's going to draw the foul there off Freshour. That's her third. I don't know that counts so much as foul trouble in the fourth quarter, but you're getting close. And we've got number 22, Olivia Brooke, back in. Ball in play to Humenthal. She's going to drive down towards the post, gets under quadruple coverage. Back to Humenthal at 3 after it went out to Jellison. Over to Degg for a long two. It got swatted down.
Number 22, Brooke keeping it inbound.
Yeah, that's Lady Panthers with that rebound.
Long
down to the
pass.
post. She's going to go up, but she gets called for the travel first. Blickenstaff tried to take the post and go up, but she took a step first. And we've got McKenna Landis back in for the Lady Panthers. Ball into Aubrey Degg. Hands it off to Jellison. Jellison's going to drive hard. Sends it over to Humenthal. She wasn't open. We're going to send it back across to an open Degg. And we've got a long two by Jellison. It's on the money. I'll tell you what, these Lady Panthers just shift their zones so fast, and an open shooter doesn't stay open long.
They seem very disciplined. I'm just getting that vibe. They have a crash course on some stuff, but you know, stuff like that. They can weave in and out.
Yeah.
And they can throw the pass there confidently, knowing that someone's going to be there to grab it.
Absolutely.
Even when nobody's there just yet. I've seen that a
Oh,
couple
yeah,
times.
because these ladies are fast, and they get where they're supposed to be. Now, if Degg could drive her back a little bit to get her a backcourt violation, that'd be a silly turnover, but it'd be nice for us. All right. Degg holding defender at bay. We're going to send the pass to Kripe. Kripe's going to take an extra step, send it over to Landis. Off the mark on that three-pointer. And we had 2 points go up. Oh, bobbling a pass. We're going to turn it back over and give him another chance at it. Kripe not getting it. Aubrey Degg, though, fighting for that.
Wow, she didn't get fouled, and she kept her from making it. And she's like the shortest girl on the court.
Oh, absolutely. And
props
Kripe,
to that. Props. Mad
and
respect.
Kripe looks like she's probably taller than me. She looks like she's in the upper fives if she's not knocking on the door of 6 foot.
Blair, you're missing about 5 inches of a normal human shin, bro.
Okay, whatever. For those of you at home, I'm 5'11". I am perfectly average in height.
I'm a whopping 6 foot.
All right. Ball passing around. Nobody cares about our stats, Gavin. They care about the action on the floor. Kripe at the volleyball line. She's going to dribble into the paint. Puts it up. It's off the mark. She is just not dialed in right now. Lady Panthers, though, getting their own rebounds. There's a rebound for the Comets.
Ooh. Oh, keeps it in. No.
No, we're going to turn it over down there.
And she just couldn't keep a hold of that. That would have been really nice if it was spot on.
You know how it is sometimes. You get right along the out-of-bounds line and you just can't stay where you need to be. Over to Kripe. She's not open right now. Humenthal is on her, but then gets picked off by a screen. Going to send it out to Landis, down to the post.
Ooh.
And bad pass there.
Costly.
Degg's going to get a hold of that. Take a step back and let the defense run past her. Jellison out to Humenthal. Humenthal for a long two. Off the mark. We've got Oliver putting it back up, though. She's going to draw the foul.
Who went tumbling? I didn't see.
I didn't see. Foul there was on number 11. That's her fourth. Got Madeline Parsley back, or Madeline Parsley in, sister to the Parsley that's been on the floor. Humenthal for a long two, and that's good.
I'm surprised Caston does not have a full court press in, unless I'm dumb and it's not supposed to be allowed.
Well, no, unless it might have to do with, even though the team didn't get to watch film, I'm sure that the coaching staff has, and they may just realize with as fast as this Lady Panthers team is, they might blow past our press too fast, and then we won't have any defense down at the other end. Lady Comet's going to have to play aggressive defense, but clean. because the Lady Panthers just have to run down this clock and win. Ball being passed around.
Look at that.
Jump shot off the mark there by number 22, and the Lady Comets with that rebound. Got Degg with the ball. She's driving outside the three-point line. Tries to go baseline. She's under double coverage, in trouble. Sends it off to Jellison. Sends it up to Hubenthal at the top of the key. She's going to put it in for 2 more. And we've got a timeout called. Now we're using up those timeouts. Stay tuned. You're watching Lady Comets basketball on RTC TV4.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Nutrien Ag Solutions is the world's largest ag input retailer, offering all of your crop input needs. Stop by our location just east of downtown Fulton or give us a call anytime. Online at nutrienagsolutions.com. Enjoy the game with an ice-cold Coke. Locally owned and operated since 1907, Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo proudly supports 28 high schools in north central Indiana. Our starting lineup of brands are sure to keep you hydrated on the sidelines and at home. Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo. Please support our local sponsors.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 1:50 left in the ball game. Pioneer Panthers with a commanding lead, 53-41. They say it's not over till the fat lady sings, but I think I hear a soprano in the wings warming up those pipes.
She's warming up, yeah.
Ball inbounds to number 25, McKenna Landis. She's just going to take it nice and gently across that half-court line. Degg came out to meet her. We're going to pass the ball around. Again, all these Lady Panthers have to do is run down this clock.
There's someone new on the court.
Yeah, we got number 32, Emily Brooke, out there. We haven't seen her very much tonight. We got number 23, Gailey Gleitz. I haven't seen her at all. Number 25, McKenna Landis.
A little pushy there.
Over to 22, Olivia Brooke.
I think
they're sending it up to Madeline
down
Parsley.
the clock.
I'm sure that's what they're doing. It's smart basketball. Bad pass down to the post, off the mark. We had 32, Emily Brooke, take a shot.
We got on the ground.
And we've got a steal there by Brianna Hubenthal. Clean steal, obviously, because she's 1 foul away from being out. That shot was off the mark. And we're going to have a jump ball here. Lady Panthers basketball. 51.8 seconds left. There's that full court press you were just asking about before the break. Gleitz now. She's going to hand it off to Brooke. Brooke at the volleyball line, and she's just going to stand and hold it unless she's challenged. Hands it to Landis. Degg trying to get in there on that. Over to Brooke. Up to Parsley. 30 seconds left.
Still enough time for 12 points.
Something like that. Degg starting to get real handsy trying to swat that ball away. They're going to turn it over, and that should have been a foul. It was not. And Hubenthal with that shot attempt. And we've got a travel after the rebound. So the Lady Panthers kind of turning it back over to the Lady Comets under their own basket. 16.5 seconds left. Ball into Hubenthal. She takes the 3. Oh, no. It was a long 2. It was off the mark anyway. Hubenthal's gone into a scoring drought now. 5 seconds left. There's 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Well, heartbreaking outcome tonight. John Harrell Sports. John Harrell Sports thought it was going to be a 3-point game. That's not what we saw here tonight.
3 times 4.
We are going to we're going to step away for a few promotional considerations while I try to get some stats together. Stay tuned for the post-game show. We'll have Coach, just had a brain fart. Coach Don Helmick coming up to visit us after he goes to the locker room for a minute with the ladies. He's going to talk about the game with them before he comes up and talks about it with us. So I'll have some stats. We'll have an interview with Coach Helmick after the break. Stay tuned. You're watching Lady Comets basketball on RTC TV4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout north central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
At Co-Alliance Propane, we treat our customers like neighbors because, well, that's what we are. When you trust Co-Alliance Propane as your seriously local propane provider, you're trusting a team of professionals who live, work, and watch the game from right across the county, not the country. A team that's close by and seriously dedicated to your safety and providing the best service possible. Find out more about Co-Alliance Propane's seriously local service and how you can get 50 gallons of propane free at coalliancepropane.com.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize again for that longer delay. I'm still trying to count things up. I'm almost done. I've just got to get my shoes off so I have some more digits to count on. There's 6. There's 11. All right. And now we have some stats. So, Lady Comets, unofficial stats again. Lady Comets, 2 for 6 from three-point range. 16 for 43 in two-point field goal range. Well under 50%, and that's really the source of their woes.
It's gotta be.
Only went to the free throw line 6 times tonight, and they made 3 for 6. And they actually didn't go to the free throw line at all in the second half.
Serious shortage of fouls.
It was really a fairly clean game, honestly.
I mean, the first quarter, tension was high. It was a little rough. I called it being rough. I was wrong. There we go again, not the first time.
Right. I mean, I know that feel. But the thing is that the first half, both teams ended up putting their opponent in a single bonus. And the second half, neither team even went into single bonus. So it was a surprisingly clean matchup. Lady Panthers, 3 for 10 from three-point range. They went into the locker room at 3 for 7, so they made 3 more three-point attempts in the second half and didn't make any of those. 19 for 45 from two-point field goal range. So Definitely not quite 50% from them either. And then they were 4 for 11 from free throws. So, honestly, both teams under 50% shooting tonight. The Lady Panthers just with a few more three-point looks and more makes. And obviously, well, that's how math works, is the more points on the board.
That's how game mechanics work. I mean, the more points you make, you're going to win.
Right. Unless it's golf. But
yes.
anyway, we're digressing again. Tia Frushauer, 10 points for the Lady Panthers. Haley Kripe, though, 3 threes and then 5 2-point makes. She put 19 points on the board for the Lady Panthers tonight.
Wait,
so,
how many did you say were threes?
3 of them.
Oh.
She was 3 for 5 from 3-point range. Turnover-wise, most quarters fairly evenly matched. Quarter 1, Caston with 10 turnovers, Pioneer with 8. Quarter 2, Caston with 7 turnovers, Pioneer with 8. Quarter 3, Caston with 12 turnovers, Pioneer with 8.
Pioneer's consistent.
Yeah, they are.
8, I guess.
And then fourth quarter, Caston with 7, Pioneer with
8.
9.
Wow.
But still pretty consistent on their turnovers. I think that they get an allowance. Maybe they have push-ups for that extra turnover they had in the fourth. I don't know. Unfortunately, though, like I said, it was a tough loss for the Lady Comets. It was a hard-fought game all the way through.
It was.
Very few timeouts taken. It was just action-packed. And honestly, now if you remember, Gavin, we started a few minutes late. We went on air at our normal time. But tip-off was 5 minutes, 7 minutes after we started, something to that effect. And here it is. It's just now 8:55, and we're already done. There were so few timeouts taken. There was, it was a fast basketball game tonight.
Well, they didn't have any time taken off. Wait, do they take time off for fouls? I don't think they do.
No.
I'm dumb.
No. But what happened, it's a pause clock, so, time keeps tripping on, but they haven't run any time off the clock.
Yes.
So because it was such a good, you're thinking the wrong direction, but it's the right observation. With as clean of a game as it was, as few free throws as there was, we had 17 free throws all night long. Just 17 free throws.
Wow.
I think that the teams ended with timeouts left to take. It was just a super fast basketball game, and I'm going to guess when Coach Helmick gets up here, he's going to say that part of the loss is going to be chalked up to the fact that Pioneer played a fast basketball game, and our girls just weren't prepared to play as fast.
They couldn't keep up with the speed and
there was inaccuracy.
Maneuverability.
Oh, absolutely.
It also didn't start off well with all the turnovers and that they kept giving.
Well, and I'm sure that there was a bit of a head game going on when Brianna Hubenthal got into foul trouble.
Did she end up fouling out at all?
She did not. I don't know how, but because I believe she had 3 of those fouls in the first quarter. It was definitely 3 in the first half. And you might be right there. Maybe it was 2 in the first quarter. She got her 3rd foul fairly early in the second quarter. And then she got that 4th foul really pretty early. I think there was only 3 minutes gone in the 3rd quarter. I don't know. Based on the rest of the game, I was amazed. I was waiting at any moment for her to foul out. As a matter of fact, there was that one foul.
Well, there was another one where she actually, thought she fouled out.
She started walking off, and it turned out that foul was called on Sophie Jellison, one of her 2. And then, so it was actually her first in the game. And then her second foul was also a situation where Brianna was right there in the thick of the action. And really, when you're sitting on 4 fouls, both times Brianna started to walk off the court when the ref said, no, it's not you. So, well, heartbreaking loss. It's just, but like I said at the beginning of the game, we know that Pioneer, I guess it would probably be a hasty generalization to say, oh, they're an athletic school, because all we're seeing is their sports team.
Yeah.
But they have a large enough student body that they are able to put some phenomenal athletes on their teams.
Yes.
I mean, even when in the fall, obviously they're known for football.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
a little bit.
Just a little bit.
And I know I hear their name talked about highly when it comes to volleyball. I've not watched a lot of volleyball in the fall because I'm busy coaching cross country.
Love volleyball.
As a matter of fact, their cross country teams tend to be not as well. What's the word I'm looking for? They don't have as many kids on their rosters. In fact, it's not uncommon for them to not have a complete
when you
cross country team.
State for football,
right?
Instead of running a cross country team.
But the thing is that the athletes that come out for cross country usually finish in the top 10, top 15 in a meet. I mean, their kids who come out for their athletics are very athletic. And so we knew that going into here that we didn't necessarily have to watch. We didn't necessarily have had to have seen the girls play to have a suspicion that they're going to be pretty good at their craft.
They were fairly decent last year too.
Right. In fact, they won this matchup very handily last year. I will say this was a higher scoring matchup across the board than last year.
It broke 50 on the
right. And that's something you don't see that a lot in a girls' game.
I mean, 40's high.
Honestly, in guys' high school basketball in our area, it's not uncommon to see a guys' game that doesn't break 50. So, and when we watch the JV game, the JV squad beat our girls by 1 point, and our JV squad is really solid. And obviously, if they're JV, then they haven't quite shown that they have what it takes to be varsity.
Yeah.
So if their JV squad beat our JV squad, it just didn't surprise me that their varsity squad was going to come out hard.
Well, take these girls, last year, they're a decent team. Those freshmen, those sophomores, those juniors, they've all moved up. They've all gotten better.
Just that.
The amount of kids that they have, training all of them, the JV team. From what I can tell, they're pretty good.
Right.
And I feel like eventually, that's going to become a good group of girls that are going to be pretty
varsity.
Hard to beat.
Exactly. Again, it goes down to Pioneer is a very serious athletic school. And I don't know that anybody can name something and say, oh, Pioneers, yeah, they're great at football, but they're terrible at I don't think that ever gets said.
No.
It is like
just
you
because
say,
a certain sport doesn't live up to the hype of another one doesn't mean
relatively. Well, it's like you said. They've gone to state in recent years in softball. I've coached track and watched the Llewellyn twins tear it up in track. Jack Kaiser tear it up in throwing and in running. And it's just, of course, it stands to reason if you're a
So many good athletes being the best they can be.
Absolutely. I guess that's what I'm getting at. Well, Coach Helmick making his way up here. I know he doesn't want to do the interview.
He's getting my headset.
Yeah, he's going to get your headset, Gav.
Oh.
I wish we had a third set. We don't right now. So for the time being, we'll have you pass yours off as he gets up here, and then you can put it back on for the closing comments.
That's
all right. We'll talk to you in a minute, Gavin.
Here we go. Bye-bye.
Please don't slam that in my ears. Well, hi, Coach. Thanks for coming up and joining me. I can kind of see on your face you didn't necessarily want to come up after that one. Looking at the stats, and my stats are not great at all. I always love it when you join me for a guys game because your stats are always on point. But when I look at the numbers, our percentages, aside from they had more three-point looks, but they weren't terribly off. When I look at turnovers, it was just that extra three that they had that we didn't have, and those extra few twos. I mean, it didn't look as lopsided as what just looking at the score would say, is how I felt. It looked like Pioneer just played a fast, physical game, and that's where they came ahead. But what's your viewpoint there from the sideline from the coach's seat?
Well, we didn't defend early. We got down again. I think it was 10-2. Excuse me. We got it was 10-2, 12-4. We got off to a slow start offensively. Right now anybody that plays us, if I was playing us, I'd run a zone. That's what they're doing. We've demonstrated that we can't consistently hit three-pointers or an outside shot. So, you're going to pack it in and take away Jordan from us. And Jordan wasn't in the game to start because she wasn't at practice yesterday. So we didn't get off to a good start. Part of that was with no inside game, and then part of it was their pressure. But I thought we broke the press pretty well. We actually got some better looks out of the press than we did when they weren't pressing. And he got out of it and went to that 1-3-1, and then he went to a 3-2. But the bottom line was we just didn't have anybody hit an outside shot. And then Brianna started doing it, and then they took her away from us there a little bit. And then when we put Jordan in, they triple teamed her, and we didn't have anybody else step up. Second half, Sophie stepped up and hit some huge shots. So hopefully we can use that towards the rest of the season, giving her some confidence that she's got to be able to hit a 15, 16-foot shot consistently, and the last couple games she's starting to do that.
Absolutely, and you mentioned breaking that press. That was a strategy used a lot against the Lady Comets last season because we did struggle with the press, and I was really impressed with the way that the girls moved the ball down to their end of the court. Unfortunately, after getting it down there, those Lady Panthers were just quick. They'd get down there in that zone. Our ladies would try to thread a pass in, and then where there wasn't a defender, all of a sudden there was one. So, again, sorry about the tough loss tonight. Look forward to watching you again on Thursday. Hopefully, yeah, I know it's you've got just a packed week. You've got Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday this week, right?
Yeah, and Saturday we got Anderson Prep, and they got 2 girls averaging 20.
Oof. Well, and unfortunately, we won't be riding along with you guys for that one, so I can't even watch it because I'd be the one covering it if I could watch it. So. Anyway, I hope your girls get some good rest. I hope you guys have a solid practice tomorrow so that you're ready for some more awesome Lady Comets basketball on Thursday. Thanks for joining me up here, Coach, and you have a good evening.
All right, thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Gavin actually stepped away from me, so thank you for joining us tonight. As I mentioned with Coach Helmick, we do have Lady Comets basketball on Thursday. Again, a 7:30 tip. And then Saturday, we are not traveling with the ladies to Anderson Prep, but we are bringing you Varsity Guys Comets basketball at 7:30 from home. A more astute commentator would have had that schedule in front of him. I don't remember who we're hosting, but we do have plenty of Comets basketball action remaining this week, and so we hope you join us on Thursday. That's that. Gavin's back up here. That rattle you heard was him putting the headset back on. He's up here just in time to say goodbye.
How about tripped and fell?
Well, and unfortunately, we didn't have a camera on that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Blair Zimmerman, joined up here by Gavin Hickle. We had Taylor Duncan on the camera, and we thank you for joining us for your local sports coverage on RTC TV4.